this is where it's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so on the one hand, I'm trying to be patient because I've got blueberry and banana hash that I have to clear up for the baby food that I'm feeding very patiently for the Scandinavia, since the Viking, the 5 line headed on in, which was the Funf, F-E-U-F, was the fucked up one in. And the 1 line for the I, his I worked, but for some reason the female's line on the way in was a problem. Whatever. His line was fixed. We could make this work. Just wanted to keep the woman going to the man, the one that was not broken. Can't we just all get along and hold the Scandinavia line of the Norway for the new kingdom without alerting the ninjas from elsewhere to think that they have kingdoms and dynasties and don't speak the same blueberry and banana baby food? Because they're talking to Charlie in some chocolate factory and they only know Candyland and what promised from bikinis from like way far ago, that you keep repatriatizing the wrong plan. It's not on telemetry then, it's not on telemetry now, and now you are taking down whole family trees. Like we're just walking through the forest and we are just cutting them down outside of the useful forest that worked then and is trying to actively figure out a system together without fighting in order to make sure we don't have boring of the keyboards with the fingers on the curious for the bloodlines that do not belong to them, but they're like, well, I'm somewhere inside of there, I want to get in. Go away before I blow your head off, because there's a whole lot of nesting going on in there, and I don't want your grubby fingers and your fingerprints to touch. It is not your business. I am the head from the outside. I am the wall, and you have no business jumping the wall and touching the children on the inside. So why, when I need a security team to be on the same race page as myself in order to protect the line and not let the ninja jump over the Scandinavia line to try and see the other ninja on the other side, it's none of your fucking business. You'll have life, just go live it and forget whatever you thought you heard or whatever. It is not that difficult. I owe them nothing. They never were owed nothing. They earned nothing. They keep saying they earned something. Really? Because her line on the way in was poor and broken. So at what point did you earn something? No human in Scandinavia line that protects the one woman that then protects all of you sitting in the nest so you don't lose your head and you don't lose your way. Do you understand? There's a bigger project going on, and it is quantumly related to your genetics. But yet I've got 1960s assholes that went to Harvard. I want my black rights and my slave and bleh. What? Who said you could speak? Shh. Go back and go argue with some other person who cares. Do you understand? I did not grow up in 1800s. My parents never owned slaves. You are like a foreign product of some past cataract that, like, I'm sorry your people were slaves, but so were mine. And I have, like, really serious things to do to protect you in the future. And you speaking just makes my job so much more difficult. Because by you speaking about stupid things, that you need rights and we're doing a majority vote and all the... Do you understand? At your human biology security, there is no majority that is needed other than the ones that are protecting the woman that looks just like the woman. Oh, is it okay if we be racist then, asshole? Because we have a job to do. We don't want to wake the sleeping assholes elsewhere that like to ninja around and get into people's business. With you slaves of, like, nobody gives a shit. Leftovers that are now giving me a real fucking stomach ache are now getting very loud, and they're going, oh, maybe that's an opening. I have some money. They seem to say that they're poor. Maybe I will offer them money in order to make a big ruckus and teach at Harvard. The new children. The same shit that didn't work then. And then we're going to group them together. And then we're going to find out more things. What the fuck happened to humans? Are you really that Harvard? I mean, you are Harvard to talk to, but there's like serious shit to do, and you are as dumb as a brick, and you are as arrogant and loud as someone who needs their head chopped off. No joke. Do you understand? This is not somebody who goes around and threatens people for fun. This is like a very serious issue in quantum lengths that you probably couldn't or never heard of. I mean, you could think of it if I explained it to you. But the reason why we don't use words to explain it in such explicit detail is because we don't want to wake the fucking annoying ninja that then fucks up with the rest of the nest. There's lots of colors and combinations and flavors and fruit. Well, no, I can't give you fruits and vegetables because that goes to a different program. But you understand, you're humans. You're in the same whatever. And my job is I block the actual people from touching the other part of it connects through my specialness. So when I say I need a racist crew that can keep a secret, and that secret is going to protect the whole rest of the world, do you think past black leftover slave that we could do that quietly and not annoy you? Because we're not marching through the streets going, white power, we're a fucking annoying engine. No, we are white, trying to keep quiet and not disturb the ninja elsewhere to then jump over. It is like, holy shit, you don't even understand. And it doesn't have to be black slave from America. I know that there's all sorts of ruckus going on elsewhere. I use that because it's easy and it's close, and that's all I fucking heard growing up. I'm like, Jesus Christ, could we get over? Like, you got new material? Like, let's learn something, like, forward? Why are we going back that way? I'm not a slave owner. I don't even understand. In fact, I am the Moses of your generation. I try to free the slaves by keeping the ninja out of the database and keeping the stupid at a minimum.